So what's an instant turnoff when it comes to a guy? Like you might find initial attraction to him, you think he's hot, maybe you're out on a date. What's been an instant turnoff for you that just gives you the ick or makes you want to get away from people?
Insecurity,
Insecurity?
when they kind of talk down on themselves, like, oh, I'm not attractive, or when they just go, it almost
Self-deprecating.
seems like, yeah, or like, it almost seems like they're fishing for compliments,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't like always bad, but also like, I don't know,
So
I
you
just don't.
so you wouldn't want to be out with a guy and he does something stupid. He's like, "Oh, I'm such an idiot, or I'm such a goof or a retard, or I can't, get this right
It's
ever."
fine to be a little bit like, like Pete Davidson type that's like, oh, I'm ugly or whatever. Like, it's to some degree you can make it
He's a
cute,
comedian, though.
but I know exactly. But I'm just, that's a very clear example.
Mhm.
Some guys can do it in like a little playful way, and then some guys make it their whole personality, and they're like, you don't want to talk to me because I'm so horribly ugly and stuff. And it's like, okay, then I won't,
Yeah.
but it depends on how they act with it.
Is there anything outside of insecurity for you, Bella, that's like an instant turnoff that pushes you away?
I don't know, like disrespectful to women, to animals. I think that the men that are like into killing animals and squishing bugs and stuff, like that's not as
Are you
attractive.
vegetarian?
I'm
Oh, okay.
vegan, pescatarian, vegan.
Oh, vegan. Okay, so you wouldn't
I eat seafood though.
okay, but I mean you wouldn't date a guy that hunts deer, right?
No, I wouldn't date a hunter. No. My dad was a hunter growing up.
Mhm.
So I'm used to stuff like that. I used to eat meat, back in the day, but
Mhm.
I no, and I'm fine with my partner eating meat and things like that. But when it gets down to like enjoying the murder and stuff, that makes me like,
Well,
okay,
what's the
you're gonna
difference in eating? I mean, you said seafood. So what's the difference in eating like calamari? I mean, you harvest an octopus or a squid or whatever
squid, yeah.
versus harvesting a deer.
Because like animals, we are animals, by the way. Humans are
Mhm.
primates. We're the same thing. So
But why don't the squid
animals,
get the same level of respect that you give to deer?
well, because squids don't really process things the
They're
same
actually quite
way. I think
intelligent. They're probably more
I
intelligent than deer, to
okay,
be honest with you.
so the vegans hate me for still eating seafood. So
Wait,
that's
what? Say that again.
the vegans hate me
Hate you for eating
because
seafood?
yeah, because
Okay.
they I'm like a cheater or whatever. But um so it is hard for me to explain why I still eat seafood. I stopped eating meat when I was 10 and
Mm.
still ate seafood. And then I cut out eggs and dairy at 18. But so the difference is that animals like pigs and stuff like that, they're extremely intelligent, just like, animals like cats and dogs. We pick and choose which animal we think is cuter, but
Mm.
they feel and see and have emotions just like us. So I
So is
just
it
think
like an
that
intelligence
men,
level? If they have a certain degree of consciousness or intelligence, then you don't want to eat them. But if they're below that level, then you'll eat them.
yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Like
I mean, eggs have no consciousness, right? They probably have way less consciousness than a squid would.
eggs, the problem with eggs is the abuse that like the factory farms and the abuse that the chickens go through. So it's
Yeah.
not
So what
like
if it's
eggs
free
itself.
range, pasture raised? They eat
I
bugs running
used
around.
I used to raise chickens, and I had
Mhm.
chickens from day one. I hatched them, and I would eat their eggs. And because they were happy, healthy chickens, they
Mhm.
tasted way better. The yolks are dark instead of light. It's about the abuse thing for me.
Mm.
So circling back, I'm not going on a vegan thing. This is not a vegan,
No, I'm just curious. I just want to ask you some
men,
questions about it.
yeah,
That's all.
yeah, no, totally. I'm fine with it, but I don't, that's not what I'm here for right now. But men who like to hunt things, they like the desire of killing, right? Then how do I know that they're not gonna, want to kill me next or our children years down the line? It's just not a likable trait that I think is like, let me date this guy if he
So, so
loves
the
to kill
ability
creatures,
to
little harmless
stalk
creatures.
and hunt protein to feed the family,
No,
you're
but that's
worried
not
that
it.
that might
It's not to
translate
feed
to
the
hurting you or
family.
the children?
It's not to feed the family. If we
Well,
were
let's be
living
honest.
off
If there was
grid,
no grocery
sure.
stores, the shit hit the fan, and you need to eat, like, that skill would be
That's
useful, wouldn't it?
go fishing.
Same thing. I mean, fish have consciousness as well. Like, what's the difference between a fish and a deer?
See, that's the thing. I do believe that fish have consciousness, but it's different. I mean, like, we as land animals, like I'm a little biased with the water animals, but I love land animals and I want to protect them because they don't have the voices to say so. So I'm going to be the ones to protect them. And I don't know, it's just unattractive if someone is just like enjoying the kill. If you're killing for food, that's a totally different thing. But the thing is we're not. We're hunting for fun and we're filling up farms that are killing the earth and all the animals. So it's just not, it's not helping anybody. Just because we like the taste. I used to love the taste. It tastes delicious. Steak. Ugh. It's just not worth it for me anymore.
Okay. So is there anything else that would turn you off immediately, or would those be the main ones? Because I want to ask Izzy too.
My main one is lying. I have a really big problem with lying. I tell the truth like 24/7, and I would rather be hurt and know the truth. Oh.
Sorry,
okay, so octopus.
Talking about an octopus, yeah.
I used to love octopus as a kid. I was 2 years old, eating at the sushi bar, tentacles and all. They're very intelligent. I don't eat them anymore. I feel bad. So there is, I would never eat a shark. I would eat a dolphin though, because dolphins are evil. There's
Sharks are not evil, but dolphins are.
Sharks got the worst rep. They're not aggressive. They kill on accident. They don't kill people very often either. Yeah. They just bite them and then they realize, oh, my bad. That wasn't what I wanted to eat. And then they move on.
Help me understand. So why are dolphins evil?
Do you know anything about those things are crazy.
I mean, you must know more than me because I think that you're in zoology, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so fill me in. So why are dolphins evil?
So dolphins, they're like big rapists. They're very sexual creatures. And they will rape other dolphins, but not only other dolphins, they will rape other sea creatures and fish to death. Like they will rape them to death. And they do a lot of fucked up stuff. You can look it up. Am I allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah, I mean we're an hour into the show. You can start swearing now.
Yeah, we're getting.
I should have mentioned you guys at the start. Don't swear for the first 20 minutes, but now.
Okay. Well, I don't think we did. So.
She's not.
Well, I didn't know that about dolphins. So
no, you can look it up.
I appreciate the biology lesson.
More crazy stuff, and people are like, "How cute they are! They're crazy." And
dolphins are rapists, apparently.
Yeah, sharks are like big cats. They're like big cats of the ocean. Predators. They do their own thing. I love sharks.
Bella, do you know the bear versus a man
Would
question?
you rather be in an aquarium with a shark or a dolphin?
Would I rather be what?
Would you rather be in a fixed aquarium with a shark or a dolphin?
That's a good question, honestly. It's a good question. I think that, dang, that's a really good question.
I'd take the dolphin all day long. I'll roll the dice on the dolphin.
Every day. I don't think that's even one to think about. It's dolphin all the way.
In the eye if it tries to rape me.
Okay, I've swam with a dolphin before, and those things are really powerful and really huge.
They're big.
If they wanted to,
did it try to rape you?
No, thank God. I was a child at the time too, so.
But I mean, it's interesting that you kind of hesitated that, and it sounded like you'd probably pick the dolphin over a shark. I mean, sharks are very.
No, I'm really thinking about that question, but honestly, it would be like similar situation for me. But I think that the shark would probably be like, "Who are you and why are you in my tank?" Because they are predators. They are like big cats, like a big cougar would be. So yeah, I think I would still choose a dolphin. Maybe that's a good question. Honestly, that brings new light into my whole thing. But I think that a dolphin.
They're evil in the ocean, but they're more friendly in a tank than a shark. We can put it that way.
I would just because I would think that the shark would be more confused and stressed. Because dolphins are very social creatures and sharks are like solitude. They don't, it would be like an invader or like, why are you splashing around?
There you go, guys. You've learned something about marine biology tonight. We didn't think we were going to go there, but we went there.
You got the animal girl here, so.
Izzy, sorry, we kind of started with you, but what would be like an instant turn off? I think you said lying, was it?
Lying.
I tell the truth like literally all the time, and I would rather be hurt than lied to, and I would rather
100%.
know the truth. So, like, it's a deal breaker for me, honestly. I really hate when people lie. The last guy I was with lied to me, or like went on dates with, lied to me, and I did not like that, and I'm done. Out. Don't do it. I don't do lying.
Yeah, no, that's a big one for sure.
That's my biggest one. It's my
Anything
biggest
aside from that
thing.
one? Or is it just deception?
Sorry?
Is it just the deception, or is there anything else that would be an instant turnoff?
I feel like respect is a huge thing too. Like, I also, I know actually. When they do anything mildly rude to like the people I care about. Like I said earlier, I give a lot to the people that I care about, and I choose them very carefully, and I love them all very dearly. And if they don't like them, or if they do something to hurt them, that's an immediate deal breaker for me. I don't like that.
Disrespectful to friends and family.
Respect the people I respect, because I'm gonna respect the people you respect. And so let's just leave it at that.
Even if they're not great people, you're still going to be nice to their friends and family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be kind, be respectful.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.